Welcome guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you are interested in self-development, working from home, and entrepreneurship, you are at the right place. Communication is one of the most important skills that we have to master in order to level up our game, be it in school, business, or in any aspect of our human existence. Because the truth is, we have to relay our message with clarity and good sense, regardless of the size and location of the other person or persons we communicate with. And when we communicate, we use a specific language. And our language is our means to express our thoughts through our spoken words or speech. And talking about speech, I'll share with you in today's video a very important part of speech that we should pay attention to because it affects the message in huge extent, called verb, its kinds and significant functions and uses. So what is a verb? A verb is a word that expresses an action, a state of being, or a fact that something exists. It is known to be the heart of a sentence. For example, the dog beat a man. In here, the verb shows an action. She is a smart girl. This shows a state of being. The rain is here. It expresses existence. There are three kinds of a verb: action verb, linking verb, and auxiliary verb. I'm going to discuss them one by one, okay? Starting off with the first one, action verb. From the word itself, it is the kind of verb that expresses action, and it is also known as the principal or the main form of a verb. For example, give, eat, walk. Here's another helpful idea about an action verb is that we have either the transitive or intransitive verb. A transitive verb is not just a simple verb because it demands an object to act upon or thought upon, because without taking an object after that, this verb will not serve its complete thought. For example, please bring food. The action word bring is transitive because it needs the word food for the verb to serve its function. Here's what I mean. One cannot just simply say, please bring, because you'll ask, bring what? Or who is to bring what? So in this case, food is the object that the verb needs to act upon. Here's another example. Tina caught a fish. But when we say Tina caught, then you'll ask, caught what? In other words, the verbs in the sentences above or the sentence above need to have the objects to complete the action verb. Because when these objects are to be taken out, the sentences won't make sense at all. Still under the action verb, let's go to the intransitive verb. Intransitive verb is the opposite of the transitive verb that does not require any object to act upon. It means that it can stand on its own and can deliver a complete thought. For example, Sophia walked. Santino sang. Let's now move on to the second kind of a verb called linking verb. As the word implies, a linking verb is used to link or connect the subject of a sentence to its complement. This kind of verb is also known as the be verbs. What are be verbs? Be verbs indicate a state of being, and there are actually 8 of them that we commonly use and encounter in our everyday communications or conversations. And they include be, am, is, are, was, were, been, being. For example, I am beautiful. They are here. It has been great. Moving on to the last kind, which is the auxiliary verb. So what is an auxiliary verb? In its general sense, auxiliary means to support or to help. So we can surely say that an auxiliary verb is a helper or a helping verb that is used with the main verb to form verb phrases. This kind of verb takes the form of be, do, and have verbs to help form various tenses, moods, and voices of other verbs. And voices can either be active or passive. For example, she is moving the chair. He did clean the house. They have won the case. Another important concept under the auxiliary verb is that it can be used to express necessity, possibility, or intention, among other things, to form what we call modal verbs. These verbs include the following: must, shall, should, will, would, can, could, may, might. For example, you must go to the store. We should visit your dad today. I may write the test tomorrow. Although I'm sure that you already know this, I can't leave this topic without mentioning this to you now. The simple verb tenses. We have the present tense, past tense, and future tense. Obviously, present tense means it's happening now or at the present time. For example, she lives. Past tense means something took place previously or in the past. For example, she left. And for future tense, it means a thing will take place or will happen in the future. For example, she will live. You may also recall the more complicated tenses that we have in the English language, such as progressive tense, perfect tense, and perfect progressive tense. We also have the use of has been, had been, and have been, and the grammatically correct usage of the verbs do, does, and did. And I'm not going to specifically discuss all of this now, and I'll have this saved up for next time, okay? And it's quiz time! Tell whether the words in red are an action, a linking, or an auxiliary verb. Please come. I am pleased. They sent. She may leave now. Run. And here are the correct answers and their explanations. Please come. Come is an action intransitive verb because the use of the verb come in this sentence does not require any object to act upon. Also, the sentence itself delivers a complete thought. I am pleased. Am is a linking verb. It is used to link or connect the subject to its complement, and also am is one of the 8 be verbs. They sent. Sent is an action transitive verb, and the use of the verb sent here is transitive because it requires an object to act upon, and it does not deliver a complete thought. She may leave now. May is an auxiliary verb because it is used to support or help the other verb. In addition, may is one of the examples of modal verbs. Run. Run is an action intransitive verb. You may notice that it is just a one-word sentence, but it does not need any object to act upon as it delivers a complete thought. And interestingly, this has a hidden subject, which is the word you. So it is the simplest way to say, you run. I hope that you have learned a lot here, and so my advice to you is to use these kinds of verbs that I discussed with you today to help you with your English language communication a lot better. So again, I invite you to please subscribe, like, and share this video so you will be notified of the information I'm going to be sharing in the near future. And I'll see you again next time. Godspeed!